In a shocking and unprecedented episode, Khloé Kardashian and Lamar Odom met for the first time since 2016 in a conversation that has shaken the audience and ignited social media. What began as a simple coordination for Lamar to pick up some belongings that Khloé had kept, quickly transformed into an emotionally charged exchange that brought to light the pain of the past, the struggle against addiction and the consequences of decisions that marked a broken relationship. The meeting took place at Malika Hack's home, where the two met face-to-face to relive memories ranging from their marriage to the darkest moments of Lamar's life, including his overdose and the painful episode in which Khloé kicked him out of their home during his recovery. During the conversation, Lamar tried to smooth over tensions by reminding Khloé that he loved him for having done the best he could in the midst of adversity, evoking the solemnity of the marriage commitment they swore before God. However, Khloé did not hold anything back and responded with brutal frankness. "You cannot expect someone to keep their commitments if they do not have the ability to honor them," an accusation that resonated like an echo of the pain accumulated over the years. In confessional statements, Khloé recalled that she warned Lamar on multiple occasions what was at stake if he did not change his behavior. She bluntly explained that second chances cannot be given indefinitely and that irresponsibility and self-destructive behaviors come with a high price. While Lamar expressed regret for his mistakes and talked about wanting to be there for his children, even hinting at the possibility of rebuilding a friendship in the future, Khloé made it clear that the damage was too deep to blindly trust someone who had broken so many promises again. The tension reached its peak when they both decided to involve Kris Jenner in the conversation through a FaceTime call. Kris' intervention, who couldn't help but break into tears upon hearing Khloé's words and seeing Lamar's vulnerability, evidenced the emotional impact that this confrontation had on the family. Kris praised her daughter's strength and expressed her pain at seeing how addiction had destroyed what was once a union based on love and commitment. The reunion was not without awkward moments and comments that left the audience breathless. As Lamar tried to lighten the mood with thoughtful gestures and kind words, Khloé was relentless in reminding him that he couldn't call her babe when the last time she saw him. He was so shaken he couldn't even speak clearly. With harsh words, she told him it was his responsibility to have caused that silence and that he couldn't excuse himself with mere words of regret. The conversation took a dramatic turn when Lamar denied having used drugs before his overdose at a Las Vegas brothel, claiming he had been the victim of circumstances beyond his control. Khloé, unfazed, confronted him by reminding him that she was there at the most critical moments, from the decision to turn off assisted living to take advantage of life insurance, through the 6 heart attacks, the 12 strokes, to the long period in which she accompanied him for 4 months in the hospital, even suffering an infection herself from having spent so much time there. A previously unreleased home video showed Khloé in the hospital with Lamar, as she showed him photos of her children and asked him if he remembered who they were, highlighting the harsh reality of what they experienced. The climax of the conversation came when Khloé recalled the moment when, in a fit of anger and despair, she punched Lamar when she discovered that he had relapsed into drug use. With words that dripped with bitterness and pain, she made it clear that the blow was not only physical, but symbolic. It represented the end of a relationship based on broken promises and a love that had vanished in the chaos of addiction. Lamar, visibly affected, claimed not to remember that moment, but Khloé's words left an indelible scar on the atmosphere. As the conversation came to an end, the tension slowly dissipated, leaving a mixture of relief and resignation in the air. Lamar confessed to feeling liberated, as if a huge weight had been lifted from his shoulders, while Khloé admitted that the encounter allowed her to see up close how cynical and pessimistic she had become, comparing her to the naive and trusting woman she once was. Although the conversation ended with an awkward hug and final words that made it clear that there would be no return to friendship, both seemed to have found, at least momentarily, closure to a painful stage in their lives. The reunion culminated with statements that made it clear that, despite the pain and scars, Khloé is determined not to allow the past to define her future. In her confessions, she admitted that the process of facing all this truth has been a fundamental part of her path to a new stage of maturity and strength, while Lamar hinted at his desire to redeem himself and rebuild, although aware that wounds take time to heal. This explosive episode of The Kardashians, broadcast on Hulu, has left an indelible mark on the entertainment landscape, showing that in the world of the Kardashian family the most painful truths always come to light. With every word and every tear, the audience has witnessed a confrontation that not only has great dramatic value, but also raises profound questions about redemption, forgiveness, and the ability to heal after years of suffering. Don't miss a single detail of this explosive reunion that continues to be talked about in the entertainment world and promises to mark a before and after in the history of one of the most famous families in the world.